Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. Today we are going to make a card very similar to this. I wanted to use my new Countryside Corners dies and give them a try. So I've done the greeting with those dies. The greeting itself is from Go-To Greetings, and the flowers are Two-Tone Flora, and then I've used the Time Worn Type embossing folder. Now, I don't usually use so many different things in the same card. I like to make cards that if you've got one bundle or maybe a bundle and a set of greetings or something, it's really easy. You don't need lots of different stuff, but today we need lots of different stuff. So this is the jute. You can get the in color jute trim. It comes on spools like this, and it's all the new in colors. And I've used the Moody Mauve, and it's a bit heavy for here, so I'm going to try the card just slightly differently. And I needed to put the flowers kind of more around here as opposed to down here. So there's going to be a couple things I do differently on this card. This is a piece of 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. I've got a piece of 5 1/4 by 4 in the Moody Mauve to mat under that, and then a standard North American card base. So that's going to be our grouping. And then I've used the Countryside Corners dies to cut out the greetings. So because I'd left space for the jute trim, I'm going to put a flower on here instead. So what I'm going to do is, I need this to go around this way. I'm going to stamp the flowers, and I'm using the Moody Mauve, and I'm doing first value in the detail piece. So I'm going to put one down here like this, and then one up here like this. And then this one is going to be a bit higher because on the other one it was a bit too low. So when I put this on, we'll be able to see most of those flowers. Then I'm coming in with the background one, second value, which means I'm stamping away and then coming in and stamping down. Stamping away and then coming in. Okay, and then we're going to stamp away again and come back in. Now you can see how dark this is versus how light it is here. So, and that's because it does, the ink does become more true to color when it's dry. So give that a bit of a wave, and I'm going to put it through the folder. And because my card is landscape, I want to make sure it goes through this way so that the Time Worn Type is the right way up. And I'm just going to run it through the Stampin' Cut emboss machine and take this little interlude to say thank you so much to everybody. Lots of new subscribers this week, lots of new people commenting. I love to hear your comments, whether it's on YouTube, whether you're looking at the pictures that I post on Instagram and commenting on those. I absolutely love to hear from you. Now, I wanted to put a bit of a flower on the stamp here, so we're just going to try this and see how it goes. Just going to do that, and then let's come in with second value and just pop that like that. So it's just a little bit of a flower just to fill in that space. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to flat mount this piece onto the Moody Mauve background. So just like this. And then I'm going to wrap the jute trim around this instead of around the greeting. So just need that to be like that. And then I'm going to take the jute trim and I'm going to wrap it around right here. So I'm just going to put a little bit of a piece of adhesive there. I'm going to stick that end down like that, and I'm going to wrap this around. Should go a couple of times, and then that's going to adhere like that. Then I'm going to use my dimensionals and I'm going to dimensionalize this to the card front. You could do it without dimensionalizing, but it will make it a bit lumpy on that one side. So let's go ahead and peel these off, and then we will tuck the greeting on. So this will come in, and it's a 5 1/4 by 4 onto a 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So we've got our standard and the borders, so we can just drop that down. Here we go. And now I need to flat mount this onto here like this. I actually quite like that flower. You could use one of the smaller flowers from the set as well if you wanted. You could bling it up. You can do whatever you like. As always, these cards are just a starting point or a guideline, and you can do whatever you want. Change the colorway, change the design, use a different embossing folder, whatever you would like to do. So I'm just going to pop this down like this, and then I'm going to take this piece here and tie a bow with this piece. There we go. And I'm going to have the bow right there because that's a bit of an emptier spot. So we're just going to do that and then tie the bow like that. You can pull your ends a little bit, have the bow just that little bit smaller, snug it up. So there we go. There is our card. And as I say, you can bling this up a little bit if you want. So these are the two different versions of it. I must say, I think I like this one a little bit better. But again, choose your colors, choose your design, and away you go. So thank you so much for watching, and let's create together again soon.